So I was just thinking how this is a really blah background for a YouTube channel. Welcome to You Found Treasure. This is my channel where I talk about my hobby of reselling, my little side hustle that I like to share with you. Yes, the background's a little blah, but it's actually a really pretty, almost black, dark cavern paint when it was my son's room, but he's moved on to bigger, better room, and now this corner of what is our music room is my resale room. Maybe I'll figure out how to jazz it up a little bit for these videos later on. But for this video, we are going to be talking about recording your inventory in a spreadsheet, doing it for business versus doing it as a hobby, and how not to get overwhelmed like I did in 2019. Okay, so I wanted to make sure that I knew exactly how much profit I was making. And I was reselling on multiple platforms. So I resell on Facebook Marketplace, I resell on eBay, Etsy for vintage things, and I was reselling, yeah, sorry, those three places, right? eBay, Facebook Marketplace, and Etsy. And so each of them has, different fees or no fees. And I needed to account for those. So I thought, this is just a hobby. I don't know why I thought I needed to micro manage a spreadsheet for my resale. And honestly, it got so overwhelming. So this is what I found. This is like the cycle that I got into, okay? I would go shopping at a thrift store or at a yard sale, or maybe somebody knew I was reselling, so they just gave me stuff. That happens. Your friends will just start giving you stuff, which is great because that means it's 100% profit no matter what you make on it. So, before I could sell those items, I would need to process them. That meant I would need to list them on my spreadsheet. So we have the date, what the item is, how much I bought it for, how much I'm listing it for, where am I listing it for, and then eventually come back if there was shipping, put in the shipping fees. If there were eBay fees or Etsy fees, put in those fees. And at the end, then it would tell me how much I made on that item. Well, guys, if I'm only making like $4 or $5 on that item, that's a lot of my time. I value my time, and while I do enjoy making spreadsheets, when I got up to like hundreds, 100 plus items, all out for sale at one time, I was enjoying shopping, but then I would bring the items home and not feel like logging them in. And that meant that I couldn't put them up for sale. And then before I would have those items logged in and up for sale, I would go shopping again. Now, all of this is out of profit money. It's all out of the money that I decided that I would set aside to buy more inventory. So I was doing that part right. But I was going shopping before I was getting everything for sale. So, like, I have these buckets behind me, right? So I would have my tub A, I would have this full of items that I had not put in my spreadsheet yet. And then I'd go shopping and fill up tub B. Okay. Eventually, I really got bogged down. I was still making money on everything that I had for sale, but I wasn't getting everything listed. And the point of the spreadsheet, right, was so I would know how much profit I was making. Well, that stopped happening. I mean, in my head, I knew, but it got so overwhelming listing all of the details out on every little single item that I bought that I just kind of stopped doing it. And at some point, I looked at the total on my spreadsheet and I knew how much money I had spent um, since that beginning of the year in 2019. I knew how much I had spent. So, and I knew how much I had made. So I just told myself, well, I had made 4 times over what I had sold, right? And so everything had been paid for basically. I had made enough profit to cover everything that was on my shelf, and my shelf was completely full and spilling over. But I had already made all the profit on it, so I just gave up on the spreadsheet and I just started selling stuff. And yeah, like, but I do want to know how much profit I made for the year. I do want to know. Part of the fun is that, right? I bought this for 99 cents and I sold it for $24. That's happened before. I want a record of that. I want to be able to kind of maybe look back on that. So now, skipping forward to 2021, I am looking ahead at my resale hobby for 2021 and what does that look like? And what am I going to do about the spreadsheet, right? I know I want a spreadsheet, but I am going to shop a little bit faster than I am going to want to enter items. So, what am I going to do about it? How do we solve this issue? This is how I have decided to solve this issue. One, I am going to fill one tub at a time, and when that tub is full of shopping, maybe it's one trip or a trip over the weekend, I am not going to allow myself to move on to the second tub or tub B until everything is posted for sale on tub A. That will help me control my inventory, right? Everything must be posted before I allow myself to go shopping. Now, sometimes shopping is a weekend of yard sales. I have usually a cash amount that I'm looking to spend, and I have a space amount, which is usually one of these tubs, and that's going to be my shopping trip. And I'm not going to go shopping again until everything is listed for sale. Now, what am I going to do about my spreadsheet so I don't feel so overwhelmed? Well, on my spreadsheet, it's going to say Tub A. Tub A, and I spent $32 on everything in Tub A. Let's just say I'm just making up a number. And then they have a little sticky note, right? So every time I sell something out of Tub A, I'm just going to write down what I sold it for. I'm not even going to write what it was, right? And I'm not even going to go back to my spreadsheet. Just on Tub A, it's going to say like sold, and I'm going to put like $5. And the next time I sell something out of it, I'm going to put like $2, $20. How every time I sell something out of the tub, I'm going to list it here, right? When this tub is empty, I will have a total. This total will then be put into my spreadsheet, which says that tub A or tub B or whatever tub I'm on, that I purchased everything for this amount, whatever amount it was, and I sold everything for X amount. So I'm going to know my profit. I'm going to start doing it by lots or by tubs. That way I know how much I made, how much I spent on that whole tub, and how much I profited off of it. There will be a few special items that, let's say I purchased something for $3, but I'm going to put it up for sale for $67 or $99. Then at that point, because it's such a large profit margin, I'm going to make a little side note of that because that's something fun to look back on, to know that I paid $3 and I sold it for $99. And I've done that before. So I'm going to want to look back on that, and I may put that on my spreadsheet a little differently. But for now, it's just a hobby. Um, I don't have to keep such detailed records. And I need to do fast turnovers because I'm selling things. I'm not buying something for $45 and selling it for $800. I'm buying something for under $5 and I'm reselling it for under $100. So at that point, I need to be very careful about the time that I invest. And I need to make sure that I'm having fun the whole time. So I hope this helps to make you rethink about how you're going to track your items when your resale is just a hobby. What information do you really need? What is going to slow you down? What is going to make the process faster? If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, well, I guess give me a thumbs down. That's okay. If you want to remember to watch other videos, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for listening to me talk about my hobby. I really hoped you learned something. Have a great day.